Today, you walked across a perfectly flat floor, whether in your bedroom, an elevator, or your office. The soles of your feet never encountered even a centimeter of elevation change. This is the pinnacle of civilization, a state of physiological numbness born from excessive safety. You didn't feel anything was wrong, but that is exactly where the danger begins. Consider a line 30 centimeters long. Imagine 29.9 centimeters of it are marked in vibrant orange, representing our deep past. Only the final microscopic millimeter is marked in cold ink black. That is us. Humans have walked this earth for 300,000 years. For 99.9% of that staggering expanse of time, our feet felt the texture of jagged rocks, the dampness of soil, and the rhythm of rolling grasslands. The sensation of a flat, concrete-covered surface is an anomaly that occupies less than 0.1% of our entire biological history. You're not modern. You're simply trapped in a physiological blind spot that is incredibly rare in the evolution of our species. In that lost golden age, the horizon was not a fragmented mosaic sliced by skyscrapers. It was a 360-degree expanse of infinite possibility. Back then, every nerve in our bodies was intimately tuned to the direction of the wind, the scent of hidden water, and the specific shifting hues of the vegetation. The wilderness during the day was a theater of logic, the logic of the hunt and the survival. But the bonfire at night, that was the sanctuary of the soul. This symbiosis with the wild was not a lifestyle choice. It was the fundamental factory setting of what it means to be human. This longing isn't just poetry, it is hard science. Biologist Edward O. Wilson spent decades researching this unnameable yearning. He called it biophilia. His hypothesis suggests that our dependence on nature is hard-coded into our deepest biological programs. Wilson found that even a modern urbanite, who may have never stepped foot in a real forest, will show automatic brain signals of safety and reward when shown images of open water or lush oases. This is not about aesthetics. This is your survival genes reaching across time and space to confirm that you are where you belong. Here lies the secret that civilization is most desperate to hide from you. Your brain is biologically incapable of recognizing concrete. In the cold logic of your genes, gray steel jungles, enclosed cubicles, and the never-ending glare of artificial lights are categorized as one thing, a resource-depleted desert. When you stand in the middle of a bustling commercial district, your ancient brain is screaming an alarm into your subconscious. There's no vegetation here. There's no flowing life. This is a dead end. You are starving in a land of plenty because your DNA sees a wasteland. Scientists have conducted countless controlled experiments to prove this. When subjects are placed in dense urban traffic, their levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, remain at a dangerously high plateau. However, within just 20 minutes of walking into a forest or standing near a body of water, those levels experience a dramatic vertical drop. No matter how much you claim to be a city person, the profound relaxation shown by your prefrontal cortex, the moment you touch the natural world, reveals the truth. You have never truly been tamed by civilization. So who took this from us? It was the industrial race toward something we call optimization. To pursue ultimate efficiency, civilization peeled us away from the vastness of the wild and locked us into climate-controlled, manageable grids. We traded 300,000 years of freedom for a very cheap kind of convenience. To keep the machines of industry turning, we forcibly severed our connection to the earth and called it progress. We built cages and convinced ourselves they were palaces. So the next time you stand on a busy street corner feeling a sudden, inexplicable sense of loneliness, the next time you sit at your desk and feel a desperate, burning desire to leave everything behind for a mountain trail, please do not blame yourself. Do not think you are weak or lazy or lacking ambition. That is not escapism. That is the hunter who has lived inside you for 300,000 years, finally gasping for air. Your longing is the last remaining shred of your dignity as a human being. You aren't sick. You have just been away from home for far too long. We exchanged the infinite clarity of the stars for the orange hum of 24-hour streetlights. We traded the living earth beneath our feet for the sterile perfection of ceramic tiles. Most people will live their entire lives without ever realizing exactly what they have lost. They will simply continue to feel a dull ache in their chest every time they watch a nature documentary, shedding a tear they cannot explain. The switch is right there at your fingertips, but the horizon is gone.